blood, we don't always have what they call that stress management, where we might not feel stress, but stress can overtake us, right? The tensions of the mind, always thinking, right? Where the B came to balance the immune system, right? The big immune system of the old blood. And so when you think about B, it really does stand for balance, okay? And so then we think about our AB. There's no ABs in the room. I know there's some on the Zoom. So ABs, since y'all didn't represent in person, can y'all go ahead and let us know you're out there, right? So AB is for modern. See, they're rare. I mean, they're found in less than 5% of the population. It emerged from the intermingling of the type A Caucasians with the type B Mongolians. As the newest blood type, it symbolizes modern life, complex and unsettled. It's the delicate offspring of a rare union between the tolerant type A and the once barbaric, yet balanced type B. So now let's look at this immune system, because you're wondering, well, how does this all work? Why is my blood type so important? See, we have a sophisticated immune system, and it identifies whether a substance is a friend of the body or a foe of the body. And so one method involves a group of chemical markers known as antigens, and these are found on the ends of our cells inside of our body. And one of the most powerful antigens actually determines our blood type. In fact, your blood type is your key to your body's entire immune system. It controls the influence of viruses, bacteria, infections, chemicals, stress, and the entire assortment of invaders and conditions that might compromise your immune system. During COVID, there was one blood type that was more likely to survive the pandemic. Guess what blood type that was? Right? But guess what? If we ate properly, B's and A's, we became our own vaccine by building our immune system. Unfortunately, most A's and B's have spent their whole life eating the old diet. So we're compromised, and we got to fix that. And here's the reality, guys. When you think about your blood type and how it interacts with food, see, your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with food. And if those foods are going to cause inflammation, digestive problems, or weight gain. And so when we're eating it against our blood type, let me just say okay to this, get this out the way. So when we're eating against our blood type, here's a few things that happens, right? When we eat foods containing protein lectins that are incompatible with our blood type antigen, the lectins target an organ or bodily system. These begin to agglutinate cells in that area for disposal. So can you see how B bloods during a pandemic constantly triggering their immune system falsely because of a bad diet? And now the pandemic comes and our immune system overreacts to a simple virus it could have just eradicated. And then when we create these highly carcinogenic substances in our body, when we're regularly consuming foods that are high in these lectins and in these animal proteins. And so let's look at really why some people have survived this for many years and didn't know their blood type. Because our immune system should protect us. See, 95% of these bad lectins should just dissolve because our body will slough them off because of our immune system. And there's about 5% of those bad lectins that actually get into the blood cells. And when they get into the blood cells, they're destroying both the white blood cells and the red blood cells. So again, over time, you can see why it wears you down. So when you're young, it might not impact you. But by the time you're 60, 70, that's when you become compromised. And so the consequences of eating against our blood type is something known as agglutination. It's a clumping of bacteria or red blood cells when held together by antibodies, also known as agglutinins. So what does that mean? We must learn our blood type. So who in this room, and don't be embarrassed, because again, it took me I was 47 years young the first time I learned my blood type, literally almost 4 years ago. So if you're just learning yours, that's okay. But if you don't know your blood type, be honest. Who doesn't know their blood type? Just raise your hand and let's see who doesn't know their blood type. So there's a few people in this room who don't know their blood type. If you would like to learn your blood type, I'm sure the person inviting you here tonight will make that available, okay? Because we have to break these generational cycles, and the power is in our hands. It's not enough for you to know your blood type, but you should know the blood type of your children. Who knows the blood type of every child they got? Raise your hand if you know your children's blood type, right? That's critical. When I learned my blood type, the first thing I did, I called my son and his wife, and they drove to Chicago. It was Anaya, my granddaughter, my grandson. We learned everybody's blood type. It's important that we do this because here's the reality. If they give you the wrong blood during a transfusion, it could kill you. So here's a question. If you eat the wrong food, could it slowly be killing you?
Yeah. Yep.
And so let's look at it. We're going to answer the questions at the end, if that's okay, just for sake of time. There is a sample, write it down, don't forget it. So can you write it down? Give her a piece of paper, guys. Sample avoid list. So here's the question. One man's food, or one woman's food, one person's food, is another person's poison, right?
Yes.
This is a sample of some of the foods that might be considered toxic for your blood type. So if you look at the A's, something as simple as a tomato.
Yeah.
And I talked to someone who said they were having gout. When they stopped eating tomatoes, the gout went away. They kept thinking it was from the meat, and it was something as simple as a tomato. I mean, look at this, bees. You're not supposed to eat chicken. 19% of African Americans are bee blood and should not be eating chicken. Can you see why the pandemic took us out? Right? The old blood should not eat catfish. Right? Y'all have almost every animal y'all can eat, but something about the catfish. See, the bougie bees are the only blood, them and the ABs that can eat catfish, because apparently as y'all was coming down the valley, y'all talking those catfish, right? So their body adapted to the blood type, right, for the catfish. And so there's a book, just so that you're aware, there's a book you can purchase. This book was around since 1996. And the book says, Eat Right for Your Type. Purchase that book. You can get it on Amazon. It will change your life. Phenomenal book. And guess what blood type Dr. Peter J. Diamo is? A, y'all right. He's A. See, A suffer in silence. So we got to figure our own problems out, right? And he was suffering in silence. So he really figured it out. And so why am I just learning this? Right? Why am I just learning this? Right. I mean, look at the truth, guys. If it isn't taught in medical school, if it's not promoted by Big Pharma, it's just not promoted here in the United States. Because let's look at, they don't want you to know, right? Big business equals what? Profits over people. I mean, cigarettes. I don't know if you're old enough to remember this, right? But there was a time when they advertised that cigarettes would take away your stress. It'll make you happier. Your doctor would smoke cigarettes on a commercial, and everybody was smoking cigarettes. And now we know that is so deplorable. They would say that, right? Trans fats. I don't know if you guys are old, most of you probably old enough to remember when we had margarine. I remember we had margarine because they told us the butter was bad. And we would eat the margarine. Guess what they've done now? They've outlawed margarine because margarine causes trans fats. It clogs your arteries faster than butter, okay? So now you can't even buy it in this country. 5G, it's okay. But they keep putting the 5G towers where? In our neighborhoods, it's okay. We become the experiment, it's okay. And now they've told us there's a new type of diabetes called type 3 diabetes. Caused from what? All this 5G, this radiation, all these negative things happening, right? GMOs. I remember when they first were inventing this fake food. Oh, it's okay, it's good. Eat the GMO. How many of y'all choose to eat GMOs every day? Just raise your hand if you choose, right? Sometimes it's by choice, we can't help it because you don't even know it's in there. But the reality is they're already proven that genetically modified foods causes reproductive problems. And we know there's something called population control. Yeah. So could it not be that they don't care, right? And then we think about milk. I mean, I see the athletes, right, got milk. Milk is promoted to do a body good, right? Dairy products are known contributors of mucus, right? We know this. We know that all this inflammation is causing acidic environment, cancer to proliferate, right? But yet we're drinking our milk every day. Now, we're the only species beyond infancy where we will drink the milk of another species. I mean, that's just not the way we should do it, but that's what we've learned our whole life. And so here's another thing I want you to look at. What countries actually adhere to blood types? Because in the United States, I can tell you, we do not adhere to the blood type philosophy. But if you look at Japan, do you know that Japan was one of the first countries to widely purchase and buy the book? They marry according to blood type. They hire according to blood type. That's in Japan. Now look at the life expectancy in Japan. In Japan, they are #1 in the world, which means they're outliving all of us. On average, 84.6 years. And then you look at the United States, and if you look at all races, we're about 76. But if we take out and just look at the African Americans, and I see there's a lot of African Americans in this room, we're losing the war there too, guys. There's a death tax here in this country where we're not outliving our peers, because a lot of this we're just now learning, and we've got to do better, because 71.8, that's young. How many of y'all understand that? You got many years, right? That's young. And if you're looking at this number right now, and if it brings fear, because you're thinking, oh my goodness, I'm 68, right? No, we need to look at what they're doing in other countries and how they're living and thriving past 90, 95 years. And so that's what we want to do. There's so much evidence about how this works and why it works. When we follow the blood type diet, we protect ourselves from common viruses and infections. We can take a stand against life-threatening diseases. We can achieve our ideal weight, slow the process of aging, and cleanse our body of toxins and unhealthy fat. Now, there's another problem, because it's not just blood type. You can go and eat according to your blood type, but if you pick, just because you can eat chicken, you eat chicken every day. How many think that's not going to work? That's not going to work, right? You got to mix it up. And so there's something called oxidation. And what is oxidation? When you think about a banana, once you peel a banana, what immediately starts happening after just a few minutes? Our bodies are literally rotting and rusting. That's a part of the reason why death starts to accelerate. So how do we prevent this oxidation process? How many of you have heard of something called antioxidants? See, fruits and vegetables are loaded with plant compounds. These are called phytonutrients. These have antioxidant abilities. Phytonutrients have been shown to disable cancer-causing substances, slow and reverse the aging process. Now think about our kids, guys. Think about your own diet. How many fruits and vegetables did you get in today? Right? And so we got to change that, okay? You got lots in. Praise God, okay? I love it. I love it. There's a #3 problem, and that is we have a fat problem in the United States. And I'm not talking about obesity. Many of you probably thought, oh, we're talking about, no. I'm talking about we are deficient on fat. We have way too much bad fat and not enough of the good fat. Now I'm going to hold my hand up, and I'm going to have you look at my hand like it's a cell, right? So imagine you have a cell, and those cells are in your body, and your cells are starving for something that it never gets. Can that be the reason why we're stroking out at 46? Yes. Because it's starving of something that's essential, which means the body can't make it. The only way to get it is to eat it and consume it. And if we're not eating it and consuming it, we're having strokes and heart attacks prematurely. When you look at people who have strokes and heart attacks, one of the things they're always deficient on is omega-3. Omega-3 deficiency is at crisis epidemic level. And so when you think about it, what is the omega-6? So you hear omega-6, 9, there's omega-6, 7, and 9. Omega-6 is abundant at all the fast food restaurants. So we don't need any more omega-6, because all you need to do is go to one restaurant or have some cooked food with grease, and you're getting way too much omega-6. But omega-3, those are your walnuts. Those are your sardines. Those are your wild salmon. Those are all the healthy fats that nourish the brain that we're not eating on a daily basis. And as a result of that, look at some of the things that's affecting us. We're having heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure. You want to bring your blood pressure down, fix your fat. We need an oil change here in America. When they do the autopsies of people that die of breast cancer, prostate cancer, always their tumor cells are loaded with omega-6. As soon as they take that omega-6 and inject it with omega-3, the tumors melt away. So we need an oil change. Cognitive decline. We're so freaked out about Alzheimer's, dementia. It's healthy fat that the brain is starving for. Anxiety, depression, we need more healthy fat. Chronic inflammation, diabetes epidemic, arthritis epidemic, cancer epidemic, change our fat. Weight loss problems, change the fat. Immune system, bone health. Number 4, we have to protect our gut. We have something called a microbiome. 70% of our immune system is housed in our gut. And so in order for us to have a healthy gut, we've got to populate our immune system with the right nutrients. And what our immune system and our gut needs is fiber, probiotics, prebiotics. We need to detoxify. As Mooney, I think, says this, sometimes we walk around like a porta potty, right? And we got to detoxify. We got to eliminate that. Number 5, and this one disgusted me. It freaked me out. So if you're looking at this and you're like, this is gross, guess what? I can promise you, every person in this room has some type of parasite in your body right now. And if you're like me, when I learned that, I said, I want to evict those parasites. Yeah. They're living rent-free, not paying anything, but they're taking and robbing all my nutrients, right? And here's the proof about parasites, guys. They just did a study, and they started studying bodies after death. What are some of the issues causing death? And one of the biggest things they're seeing now is this, guys. Recent autopsies have revealed the presence of parasites in various organs, including the brain, the liver, the lungs, even in individuals who were not suspected to be infected. These findings suggest that parasites can exist in the body without causing noticeable symptoms, leading to a silent invasion over time that gradually impairs our organ function over time. My goodness, why aren't they telling us this stuff? So here's our disclaimer. I want you to read that. You can take a picture of that, but the products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We know that our body is what heals itself when we give our body the right nutrients, right? This information provided herein is for informational purposes only, and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you're pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements. Individual results may vary. And so here's what I want to introduce, because once we started realizing this problem, we started on the health journey over 3 years ago. We've helped impact over 32,000 people, guys, 32,000. But yet we're just getting started on this next campaign. Hi, Ann, if that's you, we're here at the event. I'm going to give your husband his phone. Mister, I think you got Mrs. on the line. And so what we wanted to do is really think about how can we bring a solution that would, one, be highly nutritious, that would not have the fillers, the artificials, and the chemicals that you see in most products. I mean, most products you pick up on the shelf, you might like the price, but I can guarantee you that they're loaded with things in there that are not life-sustaining, because most companies are more interested in what? Profits over people. But I also wanted to make sure that whatever we do, it could be affordable so people can afford it. But we also wanted something that was simple, because we're busy. When we talk about eating 5 to 10 fruits and vegetables a day, yes, do that. But at least put something in your body every single day that you know is doing something good for the body. And so this is the world's first meal replacement shake that addresses all of those top concerns. We're talking about blood type support, antioxidant protection, omega-3 fatty acids, and not just omega-3 fatty acids. If you're a vegan, you've been taking flax oil, that's great, but many people can't convert flax oil from ALA to DHA. And so we have something in here called sea buckthorn. It's the #1 source of essential fatty acids that's phenomenal for vegans, phenomenal for non-vegans, and converts so that you get the important amount that you need on a daily basis. Gut health, prebiotic, probiotic, fiber, eliminates parasites, super nutritious. But as Margaret said today, and she'll tell you her testimonial, even her mama, her 92-year young mama, who's hard to please, loved it, right? So it actually tastes really good, okay? And so we call it flat belly fuel. We say break the cycle, fuel your future. We say introducing the world's first meal replacement that's custom formulated for your blood type to help communities build generational health, Mom Mitchell, and create their own blue zone. How would you like to create a blue zone for you and your family? Give them something every day, right?
Yeah.
Amen. So yes, this targets the top 5 areas that we're deficient on. So we can fuel it today and break the cycle for a healthier tomorrow. And one of the most powerful things in this particular meal replacement shake, we have something called aronia berry. Many of you know about noni juice, right? Was y'all in Tahitian noni years ago? Most of y'all probably was, right? That company went on to do billions of dollars. Compare their level of antioxidants to ours, it blows it away. I mean, here's noni at the top, a little bit of antioxidant protection. This is blueberries, doing a little better. This is aronia berry, doing a little better, but this is our aronia berry. It's 2.5 times even more potent than the standard aronia berry out there. And that's loaded, guess what, in this meal replacement. So here's our vision, is a world where every individual has access to the nutrition and resources they need to thrive, leading to healthier, wealthier, and more resilient communities. We aspire to be a catalyst for global change, fostering a future free from the limitations of disease and poverty, where every corner of the globe flourishes. Because while we're starting in the United States, we're going to take this where? Around the world. Because our goal is to create blue zone communities. That's going to translate into blue zone families. There are 6 areas in the world where people on average, right, live well into their late 80s, early 90s, many of them over 100 years. And there's something that they're all doing, and that's what we're formulating here, a blue zone company. How about we have the audacity to say we will be the first blue zone company in this country, right? And how does it start? It starts with detoxifying from the toxins. We have to clean our blood. We've been eating against our blood this whole time. Doesn't it make sense? We have to clean and fortify the blood. So we've got to help our nutritional regimen by putting something in there that can first help detoxify our gut, regulate our appetite, reduce those cravings, support our liver, get out the unhealthy fat so we can change that oil much faster, alkaline the body, improve that gut health. And so we teach you how to incorporate those bitters as well. We have also something, we call it the medicine list. Before I give you the medicine list, how many of y'all wouldn't know the medicine that's for your blood? Who wants to know for your blood, what is your medicines? Raise your hand if you want to know what are your medicines, right? So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to pass this around, and this is actually Tammy Texera. So Tammy, if you're there, this is your AB chart, okay? So it's on its way. But on the back of it, it has the avoids for the A, Bs, and Os. Well, guess what? We do have an AB that just walked in the room. Is your friend an AB too? Oh, Lord, we just got 2 ABs in the room, y'all. So we're going to have y'all come up in a second. So Margaret, can you do me a favor? Let's pass this around. I want everyone to see their medicine food. So that's their avoid food. So you're going to see the foods you should not eat. So pass it around. If you know your blood type, just take a quick look at that and see what's on your list. That has A, B, and O. Just look, look at the one that says A, B, and O right there. Yep, A, B, O. Yeah, pass it around, Philip. Right. So she's gonna pass it around so you can see the foods that are killing us, right? But here's the good news. You can get your medicine list tonight, okay? And that's gonna give you all the foods that are medicine for your blood, guys. So here's what we have. We have something called a blood type starter kit. This is where we start. This is where we start our kids. We start our mom, our sister, everyone we love. We want to do what? We want to get them what? A blood type starter kit. And we wanted to make this super affordable. So not only are we giving you your blood type test when you order kit number 1, there's kit number 1 or 2. So with number 1, you get your blood type test. You get your bitter, so that's going to detoxify you. You're going to get your meal plan. So you're going to know exactly what you should be eating, okay? You're going to get your sample meal replacement shake. So you're going to have a chance to sample this delicious meal replacement. For many people, the sample will last a couple days, depending on how hungry you are. You might get through it with a day, right? You're getting your individual digital blood type download. So let's look at the cost of kit 1 or 2. So if you get kit number 1, that includes your blood type, that's $59.95. If you already know your blood type, you just need the one that says $49.95, and that's kit number 2. It says 1 on there, but it's kit number 2, okay? And so now, I'm gonna throw something else in that you need to really pay attention to, because so many times, we just don't know what's going on below the cell. And so we have something called a comprehensive health test. And this comprehensive health test includes your blood type starter kit. And now the value of this is $1,000. What it's gonna do, it's gonna give you a quick check on your omega-3. Now, I know a company right now where you can get your omega-3 test done for $189. It takes 20 days to get the results. And guess what? They've sold 35,000 in the United States, okay? Here's what we're saying. You're getting your omega-3. We're gonna give you your gut check so you can see what's going on with that gut, what you need to fortify. You're gonna know the vitamins and minerals you're deficient, because when we have disease, it's not just the toxicity, but it's also deficiency. You're gonna get your heart, your liver, and your kidneys. That's $1,000 value, and guess what, guys? For $189, you would get all of those tests. But I'm gonna do something even more special, because I believe we have to heal our community, and how to do that, we have to make things affordable. And so here's what we're gonna do. Today, when you make a commitment for your health, we have an auto ship program where you can actually auto ship our meal replacement for as low as $59 a month, okay? But when you do the 109 first month enrollment, it's gonna include the comprehensive test valued at $950. It's gonna include your starter kit for your blood valued at $60. It's going to include your flat belly fuel valued at $70. And it's gonna include your family blood type digital value, your whole family blood type, $30 value, all of that. And you'll pay $109 today for your first month. And after that, you'll continue to get your fuel, and that auto ships at $59 a month. I think that deserves a round of applause. And I'm repeating that. I'm like thinking, how can we do all that for $59 a month, right? But again, our goal is to create blue zone communities, make health affordable, but make it super nutritious. Now, in addition to this particular product, we actually have something else. We have several different product categories. We first made our start in 2019, and we disrupted the CBD space. We were the first African-American female-led company in the state of Illinois to own a CBD company. We started another company called Pink Crush. Some of the big companies like Cresco, who's out there huge, right? These are some of the people we were at the table with them and doing millions of dollars of sales in just CBD, okay? But then we added skincare, we added hair care, we added weight loss, essential oils. So we are truly a one-stop shop as it relates to product categories. But now I want to talk to the business-minded person in the room. It is estimated that 1% to 5% of Americans are aware of their blood type, might have experimented with the blood type diet. 1% to 5%. Now, did I tell you in Japan, it's like 99.5%, right? So when we think about 1% to 5%, that's wide open, right? Here's our focus. Over the next 18 months, we're gonna help 1.5% of the United States learn their blood type. Now you're thinking 1.5%, that's a low number. Why would we not go for 10%, right? Well, 1.5% of the United States, we've just impacted 5 million people, right? Now, let's just say, on average, they're not doing the 109, they're doing the $50, that's what they want. Do you know that would put us at $250 million in sales with our lowest product? Is that amazing, right? Let's take it further. Let's say 10% of them decide to auto ship. That's over $3 million per month in just that one product. You saw the other product categories, right? And here's what I really love. If 80% of the people reject you, we have still impacted our goal, which is 1 million families, right? Over the next 18 months. And so now I want you to think about it in terms of Harvard Business School. Because if you are familiar with the direct sales industry, one thing you'll know is timing. How many times you've heard position and timing is everything, right? I've had the fortunate pleasure of catching several major market shifts in network marketing. One of the biggest market shifts I caught retired me when I was 33 years young. What does retirement mean? It just simply means your passive residual income takes care of every bill in your household, whether you get out of bed or not, right? So I retired. But then I caught another market shift. And that market shift was in anti-aging. We knew the baby boomers were aging. And guess what? We're going to hit that market first. We're going to have these stem cells using adult fat tissue. That company went on to do $1 billion, guys, just as fast as Microsoft and Apple. I built teams in over 46 countries around the world. I don't speak Turkey, but guess what? I had the #1 team in Turkey. You know, I don't speak a lot of the languages that I overwrote, India, Pakistan. You know, we were even in places like the Ukraine. Imagine building money and income in your sleep because you just catch something at the right time. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because if I can do this, you can do it. And here's why I say that. I grew up in the projects, raised by a single mom. We struggled paycheck to paycheck. I was extremely shy, deathly afraid to talk and network to people, right? I was not the person people would have looked at in the community and says, oh, wow, she's going to go out and build millions of dollars in network marketing. She's going to own a company that's going to go out and do millions of dollars in sales, right? The first couple of years. But guess what? We all have a purpose for our life, right? And what society defines for you is not the purpose God has for you. And so you have to get in tune with the purpose God has you on this planet for, and ensure we spend our time living to fulfill that purpose. And if your job is your purpose, great for you. But if you know you're born for something more, and if you're hungry to impact people and make a difference, I'm telling you, this is going to be the run of your lifetime. Run with us for the next 5 years, and you will break the generational curses in families that are causing not only the wealth disparities, but the health disparities, right? And so what Harvard Business School tells us is the first 100,000 to 150,000 involved in the business will earn 80% of the wealth of a company. And when you look at our company, guys, we have literally 32,000 customers. So this is what we call the beginning of the beginning. Harvard Business School says this: select a company that's at least 18 months old. 90% of companies fail their first 18 months. 98% will fail their first 5 years. We've not only passed the 18-month mark, we passed the 5-year mark. We are debt-free, right? According to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it's a great opportunity. If less than 100,000, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. And so what I want to do, I'm going to bring up a few of our amazing partners here tonight. I want them to just share their 1-minute testimonial. Before I bring up the rest of our partners, I'm going to bring up our phenomenal co-founder. This woman here is truly near and dear to my heart. We go back in the beginning of the beginning. When I was first making my first million in network marketing, I was getting a $50,000 bonus. She was in the audience. And I didn't even realize she was on my team. How can you have an amazing rock star on your team? You're getting a $50,000 and you don't even know she's there. And then I found out how phenomenal she was. She went on to break record after record after record, helping people to earn 6 figures in less than 90 days. And she has served so many valuable roles here with us. We call her our midwife. She's instrumental behind the success of what we've done as it relates to the sales now, as we edge towards $20 million in sales. Phyllis Nash, if you can come on up. I want you to share, right? Share with them your excitement and let them know just whatever is on your heart.
Well, guys, first of all, I'm so glad you're all here tonight. This is what this business does, fills up room, let you know what you've been missing, information that will change your absolute life. And if you get on this journey with us, you will find first optimum health, because without your health, there is nothing. But then you can have financial wealth too. And do you know, people are out there. I was on a call on Tuesday, a webinar with people all over the country. And I did gave them a little dribble of what we do. And I had quite a few people say, hey, I want to know what you're doing. That sounds like something good. Did a webinar today from them doing this presentation, for the first time. For the first time, but people were interested, guys. And so your health is your wealth. And my getting older, we've been on a health journey for a long time. But getting older, I don't want to stop playing. I don't want to stop traveling. I don't want to stop having a quality of life. And if you don't take care of your temple, then you won't have that quality of life. And I want to be a blue zone because I want to be optimally healthy when I'm 100 years old, 105 years old. Because it can, only if I'm healthy. And so come on this journey with us. I'm sitting there just like I was almost 19 years ago in December, it'll be 19 years old. It's 19 years that we've been together. And I'm excited because I know what the possibilities are. I love to live my life and do my business as I'm living my life. In the grocery store, looking at somebody's basket and say, oh, you're on a health journey, right? Young man. Was he here yesterday? Did his bioscan, learning how to live a better life. And even though he looked good from the outside, wasn't so good on the inside. So come on and join us and get on this journey with us. Thank you for coming in.
Awesome, Phyllis. Wow, we're gonna keep it going with our O's. So come on, Margaret Dorsey. Yep. You come back for the training, but this is just a quick, yeah. She's our blood type O. She had the shake earlier, so just give them a quick little.
Okay. So welcome everyone. It's so great to see you. In the blood type O, new information, just found out 2.5 years ago with the company, walked in, didn't know, my whole family knows now. And what we mentioned earlier, I made the order to get the fuel shake because I want to try it. I've been doing a meal replacement shake since 2012, like every day. And what I found out about for my blood type is that I'm blood type O. And guess one of the things that we can't have is whey. And my shake was made with whey protein. And I have been drinking that for years. And so when I discovered that I was O blood type, I changed to a pea protein and then to a pea complete protein. And then as of today, I changed to a hemp protein.
Wow.
With our fuel. And my mom, you got to see her, guys, she's 92 and 5. Okay, she had some shake today. She said, so Margaret, this is good. How much does it cost? I said, we're going on auto ship.
Awesome. Great stuff. So we're gonna move from the O and we're gonna move now quickly to the other spectrum of AB, since our ABs weren't represented earlier during the battle. So Kayetta Cooks, she's new to the party, but she's come on with full force. She's literally less than 2 weeks young in this business, but she's on fire. She's had her first event. Off to the races. So proud of you, Kayetta, our AB. So we got an AB, y'all. AB's in the building. Modern blood.
Okay, there we go.
And let them see you on Zoom real quick to show them your face.
Awesome. Hey. Well, first of all, I'm just so excited. Yes, I'm the newest, and the newest always bring the energy, right? So I'm here to bring the energy, right? Because first of all, God sent me for the A's and the O's. Help them, Lord. All right, so I'm the ABs are the absolute balance. That's what I say, right? When we did the battle of the blood types, it was amazing just to see what I was hearing come to the flesh, right? Manifest, right? So I saw the O's, they were like the hunters and the gatherers. They were like, yeah, we over here representing, right? And the A's was like, oh, but we're gonna steer the ship and we don't care who else is with us, we going, right? And the bougie B's, they were like, they doing too much, right? But we're gonna bring some balance. And so I was the only one in the room. And I was like, why is that? And I was so blessed to just find the history behind the ABs. Now, real short and quick, my mom and my dad made a transition 3 years ago. When they made a transition, I don't know if you've ever been in this space, but when you've had like quite a few deaths to occur, you start wondering, especially if you're mature and seasoned, like, am I next? But to be 48, 47, 48, talking about am I next? Because I have heart issues, right? My mother passed from congestive heart failure. ABs, when I started doing my research, ABs are more likely to have congestive heart failure. So for my best friend, who's my business partner, to invite me to a purple party and told me, I was like, I'm busy. I'm a serial entrepreneur already. I was like, I'm busy. I ain't got time. I'm working. He was like, but you're going to learn something about your blood type. Right. I came and we had a divine connection, right? We had a divine connection. Didn't know she was a CEO, but I was asking about her the next day. She was asking about me the next day, not knowing. And I was already praying for God I knew he was doing something, not knowing that we were going to connect on this level, because I am a woman of purpose, right? To have my 25 and 30-year-old daughter and son get blood tested, get their bioscan, and looking at this and now changing their diet. Right? I'm looking at seasoned and mature, healthy people are striving to be healthier, right? But how about the younger generation?
Yes.
How powerful is that? My first event on I officially became a Black Card member the day before I turned 50. That was intentional. I had most of the people around me, my spiritual confidants. I had my business partners there. I had my childhood friends there. Only one of them knew their blood type. Everybody walked out of there, right? Knowing their blood type, getting bioscans. I have one in the back right there. Go ahead and wave your hand, Sabrina, right? This is so powerful. And most people do not know their blood type. So when you say that this is groundbreaking, get in, this is the perfect time, this is the mission, this is the ministry, and it's definitely opportunity for building wealth. Thank y'all for this time.
We have another superstar in the room that literally is off to the races. He came in his first month. Qualified for a trip to Florida, right? Is that pretty cool? Your first month, you win a free vacation. Okay. And I'm telling you what, he's been so consistent and so diligent in helping his family learn their blood type. I'm just so in awe of him because he's a seasoned network marketer. He's had a lot of success in this industry. He's decided to plant his flag here. And I just love what he's doing, but he also has a powerful testimony and health related. So Kenneth Elam, A's and ABs, we suffer sometimes with these health problems, right? But you've overcome some stuff. So I want you to share where you're at and just why you, as a seasoned networker, are so fired up about the time. And everyone thanks for
Thank you very much. I got introduced to this business, believe it or not. Dr. Prince, I've known him for 30 years, 30 plus years. And I kept hearing what he was doing, but I never made the leap. It wasn't until recent when I came to this building for a fraternity event and Minister Mooney started sharing the opportunity. And then I looked on the wall. I said, I know that person. That's Melissa Boston. We were in network marketing together when she was a young buck. And she was exploding across the scene. So I said, I'm in the right place at the right time. Okay. I've been a type 2 diabetic for the last 14 years.
Okay.
My mother passed away November of last year due to multiple health issues. She was on dialysis and other medications and regimens for 20+ years. Dialysis 3 days a week. She had congestive heart failure. Our family suffered from cancer and so forth. So I'm 56 years old, so we were about the same age when she was diagnosed with all those problems. So it scared me when she passed away, and I said, I can't live like that. After 14 years of diabetes, and then recently being diagnosed with stage 3 kidney failure. When my doctor diagnosed me and sent me to a specialist, if you're 30% or below, you're on dialysis for the rest of your life. I was at 32%. I started with a 7-day detox. Went to the doctor, they took me off of metformin.
Oh, right.
My kidney levels went up 5%.
Right, Kenneth.
So, I constantly continued to grow. I also was diagnosed with, diabetic neuropathy of the feet and the legs.
Okay.
I went to the, foot specialist and they said, did you know you broke your toe? I said, no. He said, that's because you didn't feel it.
That's right.
But now since I've been detoxing once a month, went to the EE center,
All right.
went through the waves. Hey, my legs and feet feel a whole lot better. So by trade, I am a dancer. I was a dance instructor for years. With the fraternity, I was the
Kid Tango.
step master. You know, I taught tap dance, stepping classes, hip hop, gymnastics, you know, but me as a person who did all that, to have diabetic neuropathy, I couldn't go through that, you know, so now I'm on the road in the right direction, and I appreciate all that this has done for me, and thank you.
Wow, I think you just shut it down, right? That is amazing. And I know earlier we heard Mooney's powerful testimonial, being a cancer survivor, and look at where he's at. I mean, you really heard everything you need tonight. So I know I'll just say this before we transition to the training. For those who want to stay, learn more about the battle of the blood types, we do have the rules because we're having the ultimate showdown on September 28th. So you want to be a part of that, right? And so just know that I'll share with you the steps real quick. If you're here looking at the steps, you know your blood type. If you do, great. If you don't, learn it. Get your blood type starter kits. You can get all that tonight, right? Number 4, you want to develop a plan for your family. That's the action plan. So not only do you know your blood type, but you take action with your family. And number 5, you want to tell everyone with ears, right? When you come in contact with people, you never know who you have the chance to save their life. I mean, just think about Kenneth. If you didn't come to the purple party, was that the purple party that you, or was it the other party? It was the fraternity party, right? With these parties that we just shared. So we didn't have a specific event designed to educate. It was at an event that was just a chance encounter that we educated. And that's how it works. So tell everyone with ears. And so if you are the person tonight that says, you know what, thanks, but no thanks, but I would love to learn more about the products. You're what we call a person number 1. If you're a person in the room that really sees that there could be an opportunity here, but maybe you have some questions, you're what we call a person number 2. And then the final person is the person like Kayetta, like Kenneth. It just makes sense, right? This is not so much of a traditional business, because in a traditional business, it feels like you have to learn how to be someone that you're not. Like this is something that you're going to do anyway. When your numbers, you're going to share it anyway. So if you're going to share it anyway, why not get paid for it? And that's you, the person number 3. And so I want you to circle up with the person who invited you. If you have questions, we would love to get your questions answered. For the sake of time, we're gonna take a quick pause. We're gonna come back for training, and any questions that you might have, keep those. But we're gonna do a 5-minute pause because I do recognize we still have over 50+ people on the Zoom right now. And then in this room, we have over 50-something people. Some of you are on a time-sensitive schedule. Maybe you need to get out. So we're gonna take that 5-minute pause so that you can get your products, get your questions answered, and come back in 5 minutes. So with that being said, thank you all. Give yourselves a big round of applause for tonight.
The owner of Chevy Equinox, burnt orange Chevy Equinox. That is DU 7593. Your cabin lights are on inside your car. This is the time you want to get with the person that invited you. We do have those starter kits available. It was the person that invited you. Do not leave without knowing your blessing. Do not leave without putting yourself in a position to get your blessing.
That's just the four. Oh, the four together. You are a guest and you have not signed in you have not signed our sign-in sheet. Please raise your hand so I can bring it up to you and have you sign our sheet.
And I'm assuming.
So I got samples, if anybody would like to try a sample, I'm also selling sizes as well. And I also have. So I have vegan strawberry samples. I sell infused CHC brownies. Infused CHC sizes, which is right there.
Now, I think my mom was figuring out what they were. But it's. Yeah, so this is Bridget, how are you?
Are there any other new guests that have not signed our sign-in sheet?
So, which, 7 days? 7 days.
It's good clothing and you have to about February day.
Yes, that did not sign the sign-in sheet. You signed?
Yeah.
You signed the sign-in sheet?
And then, it was really, to help people to, start thinking about while we teaching them about eating. So if, continue to eat, but we pasture raised, pasture raised as so hopefully there's a place that have there are. And then we moved to encourage phase 2, which was to do food hospitality and encourage people to grow plants.
Oh, I have.
I'm interested.
Yeah, Chris Robinson.
Raw, salad. Whatever you do.
So, I'm not there.
We give the digestive system a chance to. And to start to rebuild those damaged cells, dying, dead cells, and those damaged. That's where we get the disease dysfunction and degeneration from. Just since we've been talking, millions of cells have died. And so
so depending on what it is you eat and what the condition is, it determines whether or not those cells are being rebuilt. So if you look at for diabetes, the pancreas rebuilds itself every 30, every 60 days, every 90 days. So if you do cleanse and start making changes in your lifestyle, like keeping blood high and that kind of thing, potentially influence you with a be a diabetic, just our body's got it. To make healthy yourself, but you can't bring garbage in, garbage out. So the garbage, your body is making yourself out of garbage. Cells that are not healthy. And they're gonna to continue to be dysfunction. So you're gonna still have disease, blood pressure. And on and on. So 21-day raw is actually a reset of the body. So the people that take advantage of that then, most times, they set their body to the point that either they don't, their blood sugars are balanced now, or their balance is more maybe it's balancing so that they are either off of medication, a lot less. Not all that done, you know, we got crap in this.
Hey, guys, let's take a seat. If you're in the back, come take a seat real quick. We're gonna finish up with the training portion. Is it on? It's on. It was off.
All right, guys, let's start with the training.
Hey, Zoom. Hey, guys, we're gonna get started with the training. And if you're picking up orders, we can fulfill them tonight as soon as training's over. Okay.
All right, everyone, let's go. Let's rock and roll. This is a very, very important part that you don't want to miss. If you are a distributor with Akana, this is what you want to see. If you are anticipating that you might want to rock with us, this is what you want to see. So come on back here, kiddos. You don't want to miss this part. I'm sure you guys can tie up some loose ends, whatever you might be trying to pick up at the end, but this part, we want to get through this as we have people on the Zoom. Wow, what do you think people still on the Zoom? All right, back to you, Melissa.
Hey, guys, and on the Zoom, just quickly, for those who are trying to auto ship, when you click the Flat Belly Builder, as you go to your cart, it'll give you the option to check the box after you pick monthly, and then it will discount you $10, okay? And so for the battle of the blood types, let's talk about the culinary showdown, okay? So the culinary showdown. So this is our current flyer that's currently circulating all over social media. We're gonna do the battle of the blood types right here in this. All the food and the stations will be contained inside of that area. There's gonna be also workshops, there's gonna be health coaches, demos, that's gonna happen here. So this will be something that goes on from 12 to 4. From 12 to 2, most of that will be designed around you eating, enjoying the blood type stations. And then from 2 to 4, that's going to be a lot of the workshops, seminars, education. So this is open to everyone. And so what I want to do is we're going to lay down some of the rules, but I want to first find out who is interested in participating in the battle of the blood type. Who wants to be a part of it? And you can drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat if you guys want to participate. Raise your hand again. Show me your hands again. Let me see your hands. Okay, so what we're gonna do, Mooney, everybody that's raising their hands, we might need to get a few more copies of this. But we're gonna pass out the rules. the Battle of the Blood Type Contest rules. And what we're gonna do for all of you here on the Zoom, Dr. Roz will drop this for each and every one of you who are, just drop your email in the chat. Drop your email in the chat. And Dr. Roz, if you can capture those, or Christian, and we'll make sure you get an email version of this, okay? And then we're gonna go over this together. Are we out of them already? Crystal, can you do me a favor? Can you print about, just to be safe, just print 10 more of the Battle of the Blood Type. Okay, so we're gonna print more. So no worries, guys. We'll make sure everyone is included who wants to be included. Are you participating in those? Well, you better get your paper, have a seat now. This is for you. We need you in the huddle. So get in the huddle. Just bring us some more sheets. So if you guys run out, no worries. Carol, are you participating?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're gonna talk about our team captains. So you can get with your designated team captain based on your blood type. Okay? Where's my O's at? Okay. O's, I don't know what your name is, okay? But I can tell you that your team captain is Phyllis Dash. So go ahead and write down Phyllis. So Phyllis will be getting with you. What you would want to do is go ahead and send Phyllis an email. Oh, she's here. She must be doing a bioscan. I'm like, it's almost like I'm like, who's that voice coming from?
The O's are having a webinar at 4 o'clock on Sunday.
Okay, 4 o'clock Sunday.
And if you need the link, O's, you can, my email address is phyllisnash728@gmail.com.
phyllisnash728@gmail.com. So O's, email Phyllis if you're interested in participating in the Battle of the Blood Types for September 28th. Okay? So now, phyllisnash728@gmail.com. Shirley, you all? Go ahead, girl.
Oh, negative too.
She's all negative. Oh. She got that smooth flavor, no glutamation at all. Awesome. Okay, so now let's talk about the bougie bees. Okay, so your captain is Billy Mooney, right? Full Moon Consulting 9to5@gmail. I know y'all got big man. Full Moon Consulting 9to5@gmail.
773-495-4446. Send me a text. Only the B. Oh,
Y'all hear that?
you not be calling me. Oh, no, I don't have.
773-495-4446. That's his phone number for the bees. Or you can do Full Moon Consulting 95@gmail. Phyllis's phone number, guys, is 312-217-4688. So there you go. That only O's need to be writing that down.
Say that one more time.
Phyllis is 312-217-4688. That's her phone number. Yes. Okay. So now we want to discuss our ABs. Kayada Cooks, come on up. Come on. I need you to. So ABs are going to have a station. They may be small, but they're really large because technically ABs can appeal to the As and the Bs, so you really just as big as the O's.
And mostly everybody at my party was ABs.
Oh, wow. They are looking for
ABs.
A's and B's. Go ahead, girl. So tell them your phone number and your email for those who are AB blood who want to be on. Kayada is our local captain here, because we have captains that are here. So if you are out of state, we are having local captains. So I know Bernadine will probably co-captain with you. She's one of our diamonds out of state. Willie, I'm sure Gigi will want to co-captain with you. So Diamond, you can co-captain if you're out of state. But we really want to rely on our in-state folks. So give them your email and your phone numbers.
All right, ABs, A's, or B's. My phone number is 773. Them the O's. 773-704-8434. 773-704-8434. And the email address is healthysolutions4you@gmail.com. All words, no letters. Healthy, HEALTHY, solutions with an S, FORUYOU@gmail.com.
Woo. Okay, ABs are represented. So A's, we got any A's? Okay, great. Oh, wonderful. You're great. Okay, so I'm your captain. A's. I know my email. I don't need to give it out. Melissa@Atacama. But I'm representing Melissa Boston 2020 @gmail, because this is a non-corporate, I'm being a distributor.
Yes.
So Christian will be our corporate liaison, and I will be taking off my corporate hat and getting into the field with you. Now, Christian's a O, so Christian, you gotta be a balanced O. Don't be no, you can still work, but not, well, Christian, you're fired, Christian. You're not working if you're working with them. So no, it's we need a neutral O. So I'm sorry, Christian, we just gotta remove you. That's okay. I want you to work with them, because they need your help. I'm just playing.
What's the shit?
I'm just playing.
Sherman, what's Sherman?
Mark is like, no, they don't.
Sherman.
Sherman is a O. Yeah, the whole family, is O. Even the dog is a O. Okay, so we have to find a new neutral person. Oh, Sylvia, are you participating? Oh, yeah, Sylvia. Okay. Well, I'm just making sure. I gotta find a neutral person. Okay. All right, so y'all got my email and then my phone number. Y'all know my phone number, right? So I'm just gonna give my email, melissaboston2020@gmail.com, and then you know my phone number. Share it with the A's, okay? I will, if you on Zoom, 678-469-1807. Okay, so let's do this, Monique. I want you to read through the rules while I get me some water. Okay,
All right. So we'll do questions
let's
afterwards.
start with that.
Okay. So team composition. Number one, blood type teams. Each blood type, A, B, O, and AB, must be represented by at least 3 members of that blood type. Please keep a list and record of every person's contribution in their blood type. You must only work with people who are your blood type at that station, right? We're talking about the stations, right? All right, team name. Each team will select a unique name and identify a team captain to lead. Responsibilities. Each team will be responsible for planning their menu, setting prices, managing their budget, and covering all expenses. Y'all hear that? All expenses. Profits will be divided based on present agreements among team members. So let me repeat that in Minister Mooney's words. You and your team are responsible for the budget and for the breaking down of how you split profit. All right? Did everybody get that? Okay. Team rules. Each team must create and agree upon their own internal rules regarding profit sharing, expense division, and their other operational decisions. All right, moving right along. Meals and preparation. Kitchen and food. All food must be prepared and prepped in a designated kitchen overseen by a certified food safety expert. Ooh, I love it. Cold food must be properly stored in accordance with food safety regulations. Hot food must be heated and stored appropriately. Tools and equipment. Teams are responsible for securing their own cooking tools, heating equipment, and other supplies. So the owners that already told me that hot plate that I cook on, that I can't have it. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? You hear that? They done already made claim to the hot plate that everybody will use. But anyway, yeah, so we gotta get our own hot plate. Everybody gotta get your own hot plate. Okay. Menu requirements. At least one dish from each team must contain pre-medicine foods. Right? Highly beneficial foods specific to your blood type. If your dish includes ingredients outside of your recommended list, you must disclose this and limit it to no more than 2 non-recommended items. All right, y'all got that? You are allowed 1 without penalty, but will be deducted 2 points. I love this, for each additional food you use outside of your recommended blood type. This is getting good. This is real good. Each team will receive, okay, so that means, let me just lay this out. There could be somebody to come around and taste something in your food, or you show an ingredient and it's not part of y'all blood type or my blood type, and you can lose points. So make sure that your ingredients are in alignment. I think it says you're only allowed 2. Is that correct? Yep. All right. Each team will receive a comprehensive list of all the points once you submit your team name and team members. I love this. This is real good. Marketing and promotion. Event promotion. Each team will handle its own marketing and promotion efforts, including creating an Eventbrite listing or using social media to drive attendance. Judging in categories. There will be 4 winning categories, judged as follows. Most guests in attendance is 1 category. The team that brings the most attendees, regardless of their guest blood type, each guest will receive a ticket that reflects the blood type that invited them. I think that's genius. So that means as you invite guests and as they come in, they're gonna be asked the question of who invited them or what blood type invited them. And they're gonna be given that color-coded ticket. All right? And they can use that ticket at any booth where they receive their food. All right? Most redeemed tickets. Guests may redeem their ticket at any blood type station they choose. The team with the most redeemed tickets wins this category. That's category number 2, the most redeemed tickets. Most creative. Judges will award the team with the most creative menu, presentation, or theme. Love it. Love it. All right. Who said that? I think I'm gonna win. Yes. My mental, well, you gotta be in your house. You already know the rules. Okay, I'm just. The best taste. Oh, this is wonderful. The team that demonstrates the best adherence to contest rules and regulations. I think that's really good. So follow the rules. I think that's an excellent category. Best taste. The team that demonstrates the best adherence to the contest rules and regulations. I'm not gonna crack any jokes. General guidelines. Each team must ensure that food is safe and meets health standards. Teams are responsible for maintaining cleanliness and organization of their booths and surrounding area. The teams will work together to approve the rules for selecting the judges. Please submit all questions and requests for clarification to Christian at
Not Christian anymore, support.
to support@acana.com. Christian, you have been disqualified as being a corporate member during this season. No, just kidding. But you know what I'm saying. Okay. So support@acana.com by Thursday. So questions, you all, clarifications. Please submit those by Thursday, September the 12th, 2024. So those conclude the rules. If there are any questions, please submit them to support. I'm sure maybe we'll have time, in tomorrow's meeting, leadership meeting, all the different meetings to ask you questions. Bringing you back up, Melissa, bring our CEO back up. Give her a round of applause, you all.
This is kind of like the Food Network. I mean, we're creating the first, right? There's no Battle of the Blood Types. We own the name, Battle of the Blood Types.
Yeah.
So we're the first, but guess what? A lot of buzz is gonna happen. I know radio stations have already said they want to talk about this, guys. So we believe we're gonna blow this thing out so big, one day they're gonna be doing it at McCoy. Is that cool? So awesome. Thank you, Mooney, for going through all those rules, guys. And so with that being said, we won't cover this particular training because we know most of you already now know your blood type, but I will do this real quick, guys. This is gonna give you a little training on how you can be effective with this, okay? Because sometimes you gotta think out the box. So if you wanna blow this through the roof, if you really wanna get your blood type out there, you wanna take a screenshot of this. Because you can build awareness campaigns through social media, right? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. You can find influencers and partner with them, celebrity endorsements, hashtag challenges. Okay, there's so many things you can do to really bring awareness and make this thing really, 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 really big. I'm gonna let this stand for a second. I see our Terry Anderson wants to get a picture, so we need you to get your picture. So number one, awareness campaign, incentives, contests, giveaways, discounts, coupons, health and fitness perks. So incentives is another way to build your campaign. Okay? Educational campaigns, working with schools, workplaces, public health campaigns. The sky is the limit. Accessibility. So doing a mobile testing unit, going out to different neighborhoods, communities, pop-ups, home testing kits are available through your website. Partnerships, healthcare providers, nonprofits, blood donation drives. I mean, you name it. There's so many opportunities for you to get this in front of people using technology from our app, online platforms. We're going to even create our own game around the blood types, guys, right in time for the holiday. Media. We're going to create a short film, a documentary, podcasts and webinars. We're going to do this so big, right? That 1 million is going to come so fast. We're going to be adding on 3 more zeros, y'all. You know what that means, right? We are going $1 billion big. Community engagement, local events, working with your church, your cultural organizations, volunteer programs. The sky is the limit. Special focus campaigns, whether you're working with pregnancy and family planning, because it's important for pregnant women to know their blood type, to know their Rh factor, negative or positive, genetic counseling, chronic illness support groups. Corporate social responsibility, get a big company. Let them fund your whole battle, right? You have not, because you ask not. Insurance companies. And I know we're already working with Blue Cross, right? Well, they haven't said yes yet, but we're trying to work with the Blue Door Initiative, okay? And so with that being said, all of this is going to lead to a World Blood Type Day that we create. Can you imagine when the world recognizes Blood Type Day? It's because this group here in Acana. And can you imagine when we reach that Guinness Book of World Records, guys? And that's going to happen. And so I'm super excited. That concludes the training for tonight. I don't know if anyone has any specific questions before we close it out. And then I'm going to let you train too. So I want Morgan's going to talk a little bit about strategy, guys. Because we also have a strategy. In fact, I'm going to go all the way back. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a phenomenal card that we have That's actually on its way. But it says 5 steps to better health. Do you know your blood type? So can you talk about the card and your strategy and just anything else you want to share? So everyone, we want to introduce our Ruby director, our phenomenal distributor, Margaret Dorsey.
Alrighty. Guys, I'm gonna make this sweet and quick, but I want to share some information with you. If you are a direct marketer, a distributor, if you've been in other companies, or if you're thinking about getting in this company, we want you to, I want to share this strategy with you because it's one that I've used for years. And it is going to be helpful for you to reach outside of the people that you know and give yourself a chance to get the sheet, a lot of unknown business. Okay, so if you look at this at the card, and then it's the front and the back. And so we have just a few that we can just circulate around for you guys to take a closer look at them, just that people just. So the cards are on the way. That's what they're going to look like when they get here. Here's a strategy that we want to use with the cards. When you look at them, that is just a paper a replication of what the actual plugger is going to look like. It's going to be a hard stock, a glossy page. But when you get it, you're going to be able to personalize the plugger with a Avery sticky. So Avery allows, you could buy 30 on a sheet or 80 on a sheet. I've always used like 80. If you look at the card, but I keep passing that card around, guys, I just want you to kind of see it. When you personalize the card, here's some strategies that you can use with it. What I love about what Melissa has done is that you can get a pack of 100 of these postcards for $19.95. That's about 20 cents a card. That is unbelievable marketing price. So we're going to suggest that you add your label to the card. I let people know I want them to open their own account at my website, and my website is Aquila Dispensary at account.accounta.com. And then I put questions, and then I put my email. I don't put my phone number. Okay, because when you start just putting this card out in different places, you don't really want your phone number out unless you have a business phone number. Okay, so you can use that. But do not leave home without them. Easily share a plugger with anyone who inquires about it. And let me just say this. I'm gonna try to read this, but I want y'all to know what happened today. I've been limping for months on this leg. So I finally got my MRI, went to the orthopedic surgeon today. Everybody got asked, did they know their blood type? And guess what? They did not. Okay, and I'm in the orthopedic surgeon's office. So had I had my pluggers, they would have had one. Okay, though those are the easy places. When I went in there, they had a ledge with all these different opportunities on there. And I said, well, what, when I get my plugger, do I have to get approval to put them on there? They said, no, just bring them in. So this is what I'm suggesting with you. Identify events where you can distribute pluggers to attendees that do not require permission. So just go places. If you go to a festival or whatever, have your cards with you, and you start saying to people, do you know your blood type? Do you know your blood type? And then you can share the plugger, because on the plugger, it asks those 5 questions, right? And it's going to introduce them, inform them what it is that we're talking about. They can contact you if they want to or not. Guess what? This is a numbers game. And this is what I've been saying. We are going for numbers. There is no begging in this process. People get this information, you ask them the right question, they start doing the research, then they can get back to you. If you look on this first part of the card, number 2, it tells you to find out your blood type, and then it says to buy your blood type starter kit. So that's the third thing that we're suggesting that they do, and we give them what's in the kit. Real quickly, because I know that we have some kits on sale here tonight. There's going to be the blood type test kit is going to be in there for them to get. There has not been enough said about these bitters. This is a bitter detox tea. This is what the package looks like, is one big bag. We give them the directions in their kit on how to use this and do a 4-day bitters detox. This is gonna be easy, guys, for people to do at home, on their own, once they get their starter kit. And then they're gonna get the sample of the fuel. All right, so that's an easy sell, guys, but guess what? We're gonna go next. So go to places where you don't need permission, but then also go to places where you need permission. And get permission to do like gym, LA Fitness, gym rooms, places where you're gonna, people are looking to get healthy. Just like someone said earlier today, it might be easier to talk to people who are already have healthy things in their shopping cart than someone that's eating flaming hots. Just make it easier on yourself, okay? And just make it a numbers game. But this is one of the real strategies that I've used for a while and that I want to share with you guys, and I'm gonna be done with you. I have a system where I place at least 10 or 15 pluggers in a location, and then I identify, I do it once a week, and then I go back to see how many of my pluggers are being picked up, okay? If they're being picked up, then I replenish them. If they're not, I remove them, okay? I use health food stores, nail salons, what are some of the other places I go? I actually do LA Fitness across the street from the dispensary. And so my laundry room, I live in a high rise, the laundry room, I put them on there. So what you want to do is, this is a self-explained process. And then your information is on there. So we're doing numbers. Get your pluggers, put your personalized information on there and find your areas. If you go in my purse, I will have the brochure too, because we started out with it. So I have brochures. If it becomes personal to you and a person really becomes interested, give them a trifold brochure with the folded page 4 from our free ebook, okay? If you look at the second page, the second side of our card, we tell people to download the free ebook and review their real testimonies. This is a full explanation. Not only that, I'm saying the last thing, and I am gonna give this mic back. I'm a blood type O. So what color is represented in our system for blood type O? Green. You will see me in a lot of green. Okay. If you're blood type B, you want to be you don't want to put I am a blood type O on any of your shirts or anything. You just want to rep by the color. There is a concern about just going around saying I am this. No, what you can put on there on the green shirt is, do you know your blood type? Then it's attractive, but then I'm wearing green because it's mine. Blood type A, the color code is red. And then for AB, the color code is B. And there's a system a scientific system behind species and animals that there are only 4 blood types that colors can be in the world for species, insects, and humans. And so we just applied A, B, and O to those 4 different blood types. So all of that's on this plugger. Get you all's pluggers, guys. Let's train on it. Let's get it out there, and you're going to see how easy it is to just share this over and over and over again. So thank you, guys, and best of luck. Any questions anytime, give me a call.
Awesome. Thank you, Margaret. Okay, guys, well, this is exciting. I think the next step is definitely get on your website, get your pluggers. Those are going fast, guys, so we're super excited about that, but you can order them right here under the marketing, the tool. You can order them tonight. You can't get it tonight, just order it tonight. Oh, yeah. So if you're ordering tonight, you'll be able to pick them up as early as Tuesday, okay? And then outside of that, you want to also get your auto ship done so that you can secure your flat belly fuel. You'll be able to take that home tonight. So if anyone's ordered the fuel, you'll walk home with your meal replacement tonight, and it is delicious. It's so chocolatey, it's awesome. And I know many of you have already done the auto ship. If you need help with that, we can help you get that done. Okay, yes.
Do we have something that's not chocolate?
We will, but not yet. So right now it's chocolate, I'm sorry. Oh, poor baby, you allergic to chocolate. Chocolate is like medicine for me. Oh my goodness, that's okay. Well, we will have a vanilla, we're gonna have many flavors, guys, many flavors. This is just the beginning. We're gonna have a whole blood type meal replacement fun. So any questions, guys? Any questions? Yes.
Car.
You can get that Tuesday. Unfortunately, the printer for us, we thought, when he said,
Blood type, plastic,
those are available, you can buy those from anybody that did the black card. So who has a black card, raise your hand if you have a black card, those are individuals that can sell you whatever you need. The new black card, yes. Oh, yeah, you're a black card member. This is the 2025 black card that's already out, so yeah, they acquired in July, sorry about that.
They're literally holding them
They're holding
up,
them up, so they can.
waving it.
Yeah, they can sell you guys those to have them. They're phenomenal tools to have them, but you can walk home with those tonight and just get with any of our black card members. Right, she going for it, y'all, for it, okay? Love this. Yes, yes. Any questions, guys? And if you need help with the 109, I just helped walk through someone there. Right now, the way we do the 109 is you first put the flat belly fuel in your auto ship. And then you go back and add the comprehensive test, and it'll let you do it for $50 instead of $189. So we can show you how to do it. It'll be much easier in a couple of days, but for now, we can help you do it until IT is right.
So those packages are available now, if you wanted to put yourself on auto ship.
For the fuel, you can put yourself on auto ship. For the starter kit, it's a one-time purchase. Yeah,
Okay, so you already ordered.
you can get it tonight.
No. Today, you already ordered food.
Now you can go back and go on auto ship.
Yep.
Yeah, you can go back and put it on auto ship. We already got it. Yeah. And how you put it on auto ship, guys, is when you're looking at your card, at the bottom, it's gonna say how often you want it, just say monthly, check the box, and it takes $10 out. And you're gonna save another 10% until that 10% goes off. Okay? All right. Any more questions? Guys are good? Awesome.
So we are.
Okay, so we are officially done. So you might want to huddle up with your blood type check, then I get to this point. The meeting is officially adjourned.
Right.
Thank you, Zoom attendees, you guys rock. I still see you out there asking questions, but hey, it's been a long training, but guess what? Hopefully you got what you need, and we'll see you at the battle of the blood type.
Now, what did I want?
Oh,